welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing fine and thank you for clicking on today's video. So in this video I'm going to talk about the book The Trees Grew Because I Bleed There collection stories by Eric Larocca, and this is going to be spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about that. This book is collection of 8 short stories of dark fiction, and while reading this book and after reading this book I was like, wow, how can someone even write this? As there are 8 short stories, so I'm not going to talk much about the plot of it because it's a short stories and it can be a spoilers, and I want this video to be spoiler free. So all the 8 stories are different and they are really dark. The darkest stories that I have read till now are by Gillian Flynn or Karen Slaughter, and this one really tops the list. Of course, because these are like different short stories and those are like full-length novel, but these stories are really dark. And whenever I read these dark stories, I'm always like, how they came up with these dark ideas, like what goes in their mind that they come out with these ideas. Like, well, I mean, I too get this type of ideas, but those are also not this dark. But I don't know, but this book makes me want to write one myself, a dark story. And the common things between these stories are the relationships and encounters with the family, friends, lovers, or strangers, or even our own mind. And the stories are of grief, obsession, control. Someone is imagining horrible scenarios in their mind, someone suffering from cancer and what the other person is thinking about it, and a couple with a small child encounters weird strangers and faces horrible consequences and toxic relationships. It's a roller coaster ride, and after reading the first story I was like, okay, this is just starting, and then one by one the darker story started to reveal itself and it just started to go darker and darker, and I loved it, to be honest, because that's why I started reading this book, because of the dark stories. Eric Larocca has written this book very beautifully. Well, saying beautifully doesn't mean the like literal beautiful. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. Now let's talk about which are the stories that I liked the most. So I personally loved the second, 4th and 5th story. 5th story literally felt like a full-length story even though it was just like around 20 pages. And the second story was crazy in the starting and the ending was even more crazier, and it was totally my type of story when it's about what dark scenarios a person can imagine. And the 4th was just, I don't know what to say. I mean, this collection's title is name of that story. And for the last story, the 8th one, I was like, I don't like where this is going. It can raise some eyebrows and kind of controversial, but that's why this book is called dark fiction for a reason, because it was a dark concept, to be honest. You can say morally, I don't want to say more because I don't want to spoil it. For me, this book was a 5-star read. The creativity and the writing was amazing. Telling a short story in like 10-20 pages and without making reader confused about anything is definitely a great thing about any story. To be honest, it's hard to read all this story like continuously. Also, I didn't wanted to mix up all the stories, so I was taking few minute breaks between some of the stories, especially the ones that I have mentioned. You should read this if you like to read dark stories. These are not horror kind of dark, but these are definitely dark, which covers dark concepts and ideas and how wild or horrible a person can imagine or ended up doing. And I'll definitely read all the things that Eric Larocca has written or is going to write from now. And talking about trigger warnings of this book, then there are so many, and I'll suggest you all to search them if you have any or if you're sensitive to something. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have read this book or you are going to read this book, then do let me know about it in the comment section. So this was my review for The Trees Grew Because I Bleed There, and do check out my book blog and Instagram. I also give link in the description box. So see you in the next video. Till then, read as many book you want and can, whether it's dark or romance or anything. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.